Buenos dias. I have a good one for you guys today. I think it's going to help you. Which exercise nutrition program works best for fat loss, and which exercise nutrition program works best for muscle growth? Contrary to popular belief, these are two separate paths, friends. For reference, 99.9% of bodybuilders eat differently in the winter than they do in the summer. Make sense? Okay, for fat loss, my mind has changed in the last couple of years because I traditionally followed, and my coaches follow, a low-fat, moderate, or lower-carb, high-protein plan. Pros and cons, there's barely any taste, barely any sauces, so you can use seasonings. It's lean foods, egg whites, white fish, a little bit of rice, rice cakes, very lean green veg. It's not very fun. That's what I used to do to diet, and most professionals do to diet. Now, we've moved to, I would say, without a doubt, and this is over now 300-400 test humans moving over to this program. For girls, ketosis, ketovore, and guys, carnivore. Absolutely the best two for fat loss. Why? Because you can eat a bunch of fun food, and you can eat out. There are very few of us who are comfortable going, 30, 40, 50 days, packing, weighing, tracking every single meal with the exception of a cheat meal a week, and not having, fun food. It's not many people who can do that. So ketovore and carnivore allow you to do that. You can have bacon, eggs, roast, steaks, fun foods out. It's just no carbs. Make sense? Or very little carbs, less than 50 grams for the boys. So ketovore and carnivore works the best combined with high repetition training. Let me give you an example. I just switched back to high rep, okay? Low rep being, let's call it anywhere from 6 to 12 repetitions. Let's call it bench press, okay? And by 12, you're done, okay? High rep, I'm talking about 50 with lightweight, 40, 30, 20, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And you do that for each exercise. 1, your calories go through the roof. You burn another 200-300 calories per session. 2, your heart rate is higher, so you're burning more body fat. And 3, there's so much repetition and hypertrophy in the muscle that it really protects it, in my opinion, and stops it from fading away as you start to lose body fat, because you can lose muscle and body fat at the same time. So keto for the girls, carnivore for the boys, and high repetition weight resistance training with moderate cardio, 20 to 40 minutes a day. We'll do it. You can get shredded on that plan. All right, let's switch gears. Bodybuilding, where you're looking to build muscles. Can you see those bad boys through my hoodie? Yeah. I get a lot of compliments on this hoodie, by the way. It's baby blue from Arizona last year. Thank you. Short segue. Building muscle, ketovore and carnivore, I don't recommend. Here's why. Because even on carnivore boys, and I'm 6'2", 220 pounds today, I have to have 300 grams of protein a day. That's a lot, okay? In order to get the calories up, you'd have to increase the protein. So it's very difficult to get over, let's call it 3,500, 4,000 calories a day on carnivore without eating a ton more protein. And the argument with eating that much protein is it doesn't stay in your system. You just shit it out, okay? So getting enough fats in, that's where you would get the calories from. It also increases the proteins, and it's just not the best for muscle growth. It works, but it's not the best. The best food nutrition plan for muscle growth is a high carb macronutrient calculating plan, high protein, high carb. A guy my size, let's call that 260 grams of protein, and it depends if you're on testosterone or not. 260 grams of protein, 400 to 600 grams of carbs a day. How much is that, girls and boys? Bowl of rice, that much, huge, 5-6 times a day. It's a lot. Hash browns, fries, yams, bit of fruit, some veg. Fruit and veg are never your highest, by the way. And lots of protein. So your fats are around 100, 150, depending how far you go, and your carbs are around 400 to 600, okay? That's the best way to put on muscle. Now, are you putting on muscle without fat? There's maybe 1 in 1,000 of you who are capable of doing that, and they've won a lot of bodybuilding shows. Most of us can't. I put on fat when I put on muscle. My six-pack, it's gone in weeks. Weightlifting plans that work best for muscle growth, low and slow, heavy as fuck. 6 to 8 reps, heavy. Now, I can't do this anymore because my shoulder, I'm almost 40, my shoulder's fucked, knees are fucked, hips are fucked, needs a replacement. And most of us, girls and boys, I would say 90% of our clients, and that's over 100 clients now currently on program, experience shoulder, hip, or knee pain. So we can't really be pushing, 3-4 plates aside on chest press, for example. I can't. It just destroys my shoulder. So I do a bit of a hybrid. That's the best route. Heavy, low, slow, tons of food, tons of carbs. Make sense? High protein. Always high protein. I do a hybrid, and I try to do 12 to 14 reps, okay? And I do what Mike Menser, one of the most intelligent bodybuilding professionals of all time, suggests, which is negatives or resistance. So you push out, and then you contract slowly to the chest. It's a way to tear the muscle without overloading it with too much weight. And I can't go too much. I can't squat huge anymore. I can still deadlift 5 or 6 plates aside, but I don't even squat more than 2 plates aside now because my knee and my hip blow up. So this is a common phenomenon. The key to the muscle growth is the food. You got to get enough food in to grow muscle. I have, let's call it 25 men over 50 eating over 3,500 calories a day. They've never done that in their life. And they're growing. So the key is food. Those are the basics and this is just our lens based on our experience. If you talk to other top nutritionists and physique transformation coaches, they all have different routes. I know because I collaborate with them regularly. There are some that will swear by vegan. There are some that swear that the only protein source needs to be eggs and lamb. There are some that swear by calisthenics. There are some that will swear by functional fitness training. We all have slightly different experiences in training that's worked for us and our clients. So I try to keep a subjective eye, and just share with you guys that it's one path only. This path works incredibly well, and for us, those are the 2 that are most successful. I'm Coach Shenanigans, CEO turned fitness pro, and I hope you learned something today. Love you guys.